Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. My name is Anne, I'm from France and I'm a full-time fashion reseller on the Poshmark app. You can find me at My Heroine on Instagram, Poshmark and YouTube. And in today's video we are going to meet a beautiful girl that I met at PoshFest 2019. I will link her Instagram below because if you don't know who she is, you really have to check her out. I love all the picture that she posts. She's such a cool girl, honestly. We've been wanting to hang out for a long time and I thought it would be perfect to do a YouTube video with her because she's very inspiring and I have a lot of questions for her. So I will let you tag along with me. Let's go. Here we are. So this is my new guest.
Hi guys, I'm really excited to finally get to do this. We've been talking about this for so long.
I know, it's so crazy. So we met at PoshFest 2019.
Yes, we did.
But I believe we've been following each other for a long time.
A while,
right?
yeah, for a while. And then we ran into each other and we're like, oh my god, it's you.
Yes,
it was really cool.
Yep. I know.
So my name is Yasmin. I go by Yazzie B on Instagram. I live in I'm so ashamed to say it, in Modesto. Where is that at? Where is that at? I don't know, Google it, okay? Have fun with that one. But I'm a part-time reseller. I've been reselling since officially my Poshmark. I created my Poshmark account in 2016, but I've always been a thrifter just because I just thrift my own stuff all the time since my mom used to thrift. So since the dawn of time.
I've been watching your Instagram for a couple of years now.
Thank you.
Love it.
You're so kind.
No, seriously.
Aww.
Like, not only I feel that you are getting better and better at what you are doing, but I really feel that for me you stand out from a lot of people on Instagram. So the first thing I want to talk about is like your Insta story.
Oh, thank you.
Because like you're so political in it.
Oh yeah,
a lot.
How did I get into politics? So I've always had an interest in politics. I thought after high school that I was going to go into law school. So I took a few classes at my junior college and I took a political science class and I really liked it. I was like, oh my god, this is what I want to do. But then I kind of took a step back because I realized how messed up things were and it wasn't gonna just be me. Like, it needed to be everybody collectively to make a change. Obviously in 2018, 2019 and 2020 was just like, whoa, we had everything just happen, like all the racial things that we see on TV.
Yeah.
The police brutality was at all-time high and still continues to be, you know, and like I feel like, you know, we see going into 2020 everybody was talking about it and everybody was getting more involved and talking about it on their Instagram. Information was being seen all over, right? And we see all these cases that were happening and like Donald Trump was in office and it was just so crazy and people were like, wait, what's going on? Because it got really, really bad. And I think for a second there everybody was like, wait, let's pay attention to what's really going on.
Yeah.
But this stuff has been going on for so long, you know. I think it's just 2020 just highlighted that. I just feel like I've always been very upfront about who I am and what I believe in, and it's okay if you don't take it or leave it, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not here to change your mind. I'm just like, I like dropping articles and then you go do what you want with it. You know?
Like, did you study politics? Like, what you are part-time because you're at school, right?
So I'm currently in school. I am a history major.
Okay.
It's taking me forever, but I want to finish because I just feel like if people knew how important history was, like if we were just informed of the things, like we would be in such a better world.
Yes.
And it's shocking to me, you know, like the basic history of this country people don't know.
I know.
People try to rewrite it, and like 10 years from now people are going to try to rewrite what's happening here, and I feel like it's so important to be like, no, this is happening and document it. And I've always had an interest in it, and I feel like collectively we have to have an interest in it, even if you're not passionate about it, because that's how stuff occurs, and stuff doesn't change until we all take a be like, hey.
And I was wondering, like, do you get any DM from it? Like, is people getting mad at you or stuff like that? Because I really feel like it's not really American to share your political opinion that loud on social media. And that's why I'm always wondering, like,
I do.
what's happening behind the scene, like, you know?
Well, first of all, I lost a lot of followers when I was posting all the time. But I took a stance because I was like, you know what? I'm a small account. I really don't care. You know, follow me, don't follow me. I don't care. There's so many people that will get it, and if you're not that, that's cool. Buy my stuff, don't buy it. It's okay. Go to another closet. There's so many wonderful people that you could agree with.
So you can definitely see a relation between what you post on your story, your engagements toward politics, and then your follower. And so it doesn't matter to you, like
it doesn't, no, at all. You know what I mean? I think it did a little bit because I seriously, I think in 2020, I think I lost like 1,500, almost 2,000 followers.
Wow.
It was gradually. At first, it was big, and then it was gradually, but. I mean, at the end of the day, like, what am I going to stand up for? Like, am I going to let these people have an opinion on what I'm going to post? Like, no, absolutely not. I'm sorry. Like,
no. That's amazing. That's what I really like from your account.
Thank you.
I really feel that's one of the things that stand out from so many different accounts, and that's why I wanted to have you here.
Thank you.
Really, because it's so different.
You.
I mean, I feel most of the account, like, we only talk about like fashion, and me too. Like, we only talk about like, you know, fashion and our business and stuff, but we don't really like put our feet in like deep topic. And I think it's great that some people like you just are who they are and who they want to be, and they're like, well, that's who I am. If you don't like it, just leave it. Like, business is not worth like not being myself kind of. So it's awesome.
Especially I think with my background too, my parents are immigrants and my grandparents, so I feel they weren't allowed to be like, this is wrong.
So well, I'm glad we talk about this.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
People are probably not expecting that.
Yeah,
they're probably like, this is reselling, but hello.
I know, but that's what I like. But also like, when did you start your Poshmark account? Like, can you tell me more about like reselling and how it became a business for you?
So I used to come to San Francisco all the time and just hang out for the weekend because there was nothing to do in Modesto. So this would be my spot to hang out. And in Berkeley, there's Crossroads there. In 2016, I was in there and I found a Michael Kors bag. And I was like, whoa, this is cool, but I didn't want it.
Okay.
And I was like, I know I could sell it because Craigslist was a thing, you know? So I was selling stuff, like even back in high school, like I was selling all my old stuff on Craigslist. Like anything I didn't want, it wasn't for reselling, anything I just didn't want, I would just post on Craigslist and meet up people. Especially like with my old phones, like I would always sell my old electronics on Craigslist. So I was like, I know this is not gonna sell on Craigslist. Like somebody somewhere needs this and they're gonna pay up for it.
Yes.
So then I remember Googling I don't remember how to sell a bag, and then eBay came up, and then Poshmark came up, and I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
So I downloaded it, and then I posted the picture, and I think like within a week it sold. And I think like if you go back, it's like the worst picture ever. There's only 4, the worst. And then after that, I still had my job. I used to be a sales rep for AT&T. I sold phones up till I think it was 2018. I could be wrong. But I would go thrifting for myself, and I was leaving such good stuff behind that I would feel guilty. Like I would always pick up stuff for my family. Like, hey, my sister, do you want this? I found this, and they'd be like, yeah. There was so much stuff that I was leaving behind. I was like, I can't leave this. So I would be very, very selective because reselling wasn't what I was doing. But anything that I found that I was like, oh no, this would sell, I would pick up and then post on Poshmark.
Okay.
Yeah. Reselling is my income, my primary income, but I don't consider myself a full-time reseller just because I put so much of my time into school.
Okay.
So I feel like I treat Poshmark and Mercari and OfferUp. I really love OfferUp as my
I've seen you talking a lot about it.
Like what really helps me in my area is furniture. So anything, so a lot of things when I'm running, I see furniture and I just grab it and I sell it. Yeah, it's crazy. And then I've told my neighbors and friends, like, hey, if you guys have any furniture, if you see furniture outside your area, you guys better call me. I'll go pick it up. And it's been working.
Nice. That's awesome. So what is the best sales you've made? The best profit or the best sell?
Oh, well, I think the best profit was recently, last month, because it was free. My brother's friend was getting rid of furniture, and he was like, hey, I'm gonna go donate it to Goodwill. And then I was like, no, let me go. My brother's like, hey, do you want this? I'm like, yeah, I'll go. I went to go get it. It was a dresser and a mirror, and it was free, and then I sold it for $350.
Wow.
That was last month. I know, it's free inventory, so tell your friends to give you their free inventory, your
I know.
neighbors.
Tell everyone.
Yeah, even
for
when you're
sure.
driving and you see something on the road, just stop and look at it, because you never know. People throw away so much good stuff. It's crazy.
It is crazy. And do you sell it as is, or
Oh,
do
yeah.
you redo?
I wish I could get into redoing and refurnishing. I love seeing videos of people
Yes.
doing that. I just don't have the patience or the time. I just feel like that's time consuming. What people don't show you about these, it's like you get the before and after, you know, which is great and we're wonderful, but people don't show you like that it costs money to do that,
Yeah.
and it costs time. And I don't
Yeah.
have either of those. So no, I just sell it as is. There was like a broken down desk that I got, but at the beginning of 2020 everybody was looking for desks because
Yeah.
everybody was staying home,
Yeah.
and it sold. Somebody's like, oh, I'll fix it. I'm like, okay, cool. It was
Perfect.
I found it on the side of the road. I made an easy $20. So you
That's
never know what
amazing.
people will buy.
For sure. How many active listings do you have on Poshmark and Mercury?
Right now, I think I'm at 250. I try to stay at 250 around
Nice.
Poshmark, which is like, I know it's below, but I'm not thrifting, so it's all I can
Yeah.
have right now. I'm constantly relisting everything that I have, like
Okay.
constantly. I think the last year I've relisted my entire closet, probably like more than 100 times. Like I was always relisting.
Wow.
And I
okay.
don't do the copy feature because somebody said that, I don't know if this is true, don't quote me, that if you do the copy feature that it doesn't come up on the recent,
Okay.
or like, you know what I mean, the
Okay.
algorithm, something, I don't know. So I have to go back and like delete it, and
Oh,
then, yeah, I do
wow. Okay.
that. Yeah, I do it old school.
That's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work, but when you don't have inventory, you
Yes.
just got to do it. And I'm like, this got to go. We got to
For
move
sure.
it. Yeah.
For sure. And so about your Instagram, like all the picture, like you're so creative.
Oh, thank you.
No, but really, it's so pretty. Like the
Aw.
color and everything. Like I'm always
Oh my
so
God.
amazed.
Because
seriously.
I'm my biggest critic, so I'm always like, I don't like this. Oh,
No,
so thank you.
no. It's really nice. Like everything you do, like it's just great.
Aw.
And like I was going back from like when you started.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the first picture,
Yeah.
and it was like so many flat lay that were great, but like compared to where you are now, like
Yeah.
there's such a huge evolution.
Aw,
Like,
thank
is it just
you.
like practicing,
Yeah.
or is it like do you watch other accounts? Like,
No, it's
How do
definitely
you
just
improve?
practicing.
okay,
Definitely practicing. I think it definitely evolved. I got better. Before, when I did flat lays, I was doing them outside with the, you could totally do it.
Yeah.
But I didn't put much thought into them.
okay,
And the reason I started doing flat lays is because I couldn't find stock photos. So it would take me forever to find a stock photo,
Okay.
or like an hour, and then I wouldn't find it. I was like, oh, forget it. I'm just
Yes.
gonna do it. So that's why it wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna make this cute. It was like,
Yeah.
I need to do this. Just move
Yeah.
it out the way. And I wanted, then that was what I was doing for Poshmark. But for Instagram, like I wanted to highlight my closet, or like, have an Instagram just for my Poshmark closet.
Yeah.
So for the first year that I had my Poshmark closet, there's no pictures about me. Like it was just
Yeah.
flat lays.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like it was me behind the scenes just creating flat lays. So
Yeah.
my goal was for people to see it and then go to my Instagram and
Okay.
buy it potentially. That didn't really happen. It didn't.
But do you feel that? I mean, it's selling better since when you
Yeah.
post like nice flat lay of the item. Like,
Yeah.
do you think it has an impact in your sale?
I think it does. I think having a nice photo definitely captivates the eye to anybody. Anybody, even if they're not interested, they're gonna be like, "Hey, this is nice," because we're all visual. Most of us are visual shoppers.
Yeah.
So they're gonna look at something and be like, "Oh, this is nice. Didn't think I need this. Hey, I'm gonna buy it."
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I definitely do it to intrigue you, and maybe you don't even like the thing that I'm selling you, but now you're looking at my closet and you're like,
Yeah.
oh my God, these are so cute. And then
Yeah.
you're kind of like browsing, and the hope is that you find something that you like.
I see.
Yeah.
And do you have people on Instagram asking you to sell them directly?
Yeah. I think I don't do that too often, just because I feel like I always flood people's stories. Like I feel like I'm always constantly posting, especially about politics. So I'm like, I don't want to overfeed you guys,
Yeah.
but yeah, I do. I think that I need to do that because every time that I have done it, like posted, it has sold on Instagram.
Okay.
Where people are like, hey, let me buy that. It's usually people I know that people like. I've never got a random person that I haven't interacted with before.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's always like somebody that DM me or like friends or family. My family is like my number one supporters.
Aww.
Yeah, they'll be like, hey, what size is that? And I was like, this isn't for you. But yeah, no, I never want to get rid of my Poshmark closet. Even if I like graduate, like I always just feel, I don't know, it's just really good to have. Even like for the average person that doesn't want to resell, like it's a great way to get rid of your stuff.
For sure. And make a little bit of money on the side.
Yes, I think everybody should have Poshmark. Everybody should have selling apps. Nothing should go in the trash can at all.
Yeah, that's for sure. Okay.
One of the biggest tips I would give you is don't worry about what anybody else is doing. Don't get bothered by anybody else's sales, their slow weeks, or what brands they're picking up, because honestly, what works for them is not going to work for you. You guys are in completely different areas. You know what I mean? They might have a team. You might not have a team. Like, don't compare yourself at all. And I know that's hard, especially scrolling on Instagram and you're seeing like great sales and people rocking and you're just like, what's wrong with me? Nothing is wrong with you, okay? Just keep going. I promise you, if somebody were to shake me and be like, just keep going, it's okay. I think I spent a lot of time comparing myself, you know, and like, especially early on, I just felt like my flat lays, people didn't get it. People didn't like them. If you go back, I got like 10 likes.
Yeah.
But I kept at it because this is what I like to do. If you like to do something, keep doing it. You're doing it for you, not anybody else. You know what I mean? So stay true to yourself and do you at all costs.
Wow, that's powerful.
Thank
I
you.
love it. So the last thing that I'd like to do is, because how I said hair flat lay are amazing, I thought it would be fun if we go to Goodwill and, you know, thrift together, and then at the end, like, you can show me how you do like a flat lay or a couple flat lay, depending what we find, because we don't know what we're gonna find.
Right. That's gonna be fun. I'm so ready. Yes,
yeah,
let's
cool.
do it.
Let's
I'm gonna teach you how to do a flat lay. Let's go. A clear backdrop. This is $1, and this is going to be the number one piece to a good picture, a nice and clear picture. So the goal of the flat lay is not to get everything in the picture, but what you're gonna be selling, the main thing you're gonna be selling is gonna be the center of the picture, and you're gonna work around everything. You don't want a flat lay that's gonna have so many things, because you don't want to confuse your buyer. You want to make sure that the buyer knows exactly what they're looking at, and knowing that the main thing is what you're gonna be selling. We grabbed a few things from the thrift store today. This is what I'm working with. This is gonna be my main thing that I'm selling, and I want to captivate the buyer. So for me, you could always do a straight flat lay. However, it's kind of boring. So what you're gonna want to do is put the flat lay or anything you're selling. You can do pants, shorts at an angle. It just captures people a little bit. It's funner. So you get an angle. You don't have to show the whole dress, because the point is you want the person to click on it and look at the other pictures. So your flat lay should be like intriguing. It should invite your customer in, and just work around it. So what I also like to do is stuff that's in my closet, it's also for sale. So I grabbed this one. It's gonna serve as a side piece. So you also want to like do it at an angle, and sometimes you're not gonna get that. Let's say like you take a picture and like, that doesn't look good. You might want to put it to the side and then put some glasses right here. See, so now you have a cute little flat lay, and all this is going to be in your Poshmark closet, but your main focus is going to be the dress. That's where your eyes, or the customer's eyes, are going to be at. Let's say now that the dress isn't your main point, that you just want to sell the bag, the clutch. So then you're going to put the clutch always like at a cute angle, and then just going to have it work. You're going to have your other elements work around it. So now this dress is going to serve as a little scarf. Nobody's gonna really know. It's gonna be a dress because you can kind of play with it. Look, it looks like a scarf. So when you're shooting this way, it's just gonna add texture. It's gonna add a pop of color, and like you could add your glasses and make it look cute, and you can even add a magazine here. But this is the main point, and people are gonna see that. The goal is just to intrigue your customers into buying it, and natural light outside is the best light. That's what I started off with, and yeah, that's it. That's the whole thing to a good flat light. Is the main one is a good background. That's it.
That's perfect. So this is it for the video. I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you so much for being on my channel.
This was so much fun. We had such a great day. Thanks for watching, guys.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.